Hey everyone, we're deep into running season here in Kansas City, and so all of April we're going to be talking about running here at Bergner Chiropractic. That's going to include injuries, stretches you can do, is foam rolling good. We're going to go over all these things and we're going to help you become a better runner. And the first thing we're going to talk about is the strike pattern. So what that means is, are you striking with your heel? Are you striking with your midfoot? Are you striking with your forefoot? And in the past, a lot of people seem to have believed that a midfoot strike is going to be your best strike when you're running. But what we've actually seen in some recent studies, particularly one at the University of Wisconsin in 2019, was that a midfoot strike actually had more forces than any other strike up through the body, which more force typically coincides with more injuries. So if you're a slower runner, anything above a 6.5 minute pace, we would actually recommend that you be a heel strike runner. Why? Well, one, your heel bone, so your calcaneus, is really well supplied with blood, and it is great and basically designed to absorb force and then give it back. And so that's going to be a great thing to land on if you have a slower running speed. The other aspect of that too is that when you're a heel strike runner, your tib anterior, which is on the front of your leg, is what's going to be lowering your foot. And that muscle doesn't cross two joints, whereas if you're a midfoot striker or a forefoot striker, it's going to be your calves that are lowering your foot to the ground, and that muscle crosses two joints. So when a muscle crosses multiple joints, it's typically more susceptible to injury. Now, like I said, that's for slower runners. We think if you're a slower runner, heel strike pattern is probably going to be your least injury prone pattern. But if you're someone who runs quicker, if you're running faster than a 6.5 minute pace, forefoot strike might actually be best for you. And the reason for that too is that you're going to get more propulsion and you're going to get more force output through that. So keep up with the pace that you're going at. Whereas if you're doing a heel strike, there's just going to be so many strikes going on that you're going to have quite a bit of force coming through. So to wrap it all up, heel strike pattern if you're a slower runner, forefoot strike pattern if you're a faster runner, 6.5 minute being that baseline there. And let's get out there and let's get running.